Storm activity is beginning to increase again across parts of the southern United States today as a developing weather pattern sets the stage for stronger storms this afternoon and evening across the Mid-South and Tennessee Valley. Today, March 9th, the Storm Prediction Center has issued a slight risk for severe thunderstorms stretching from Arkansas eastward into parts of northern Alabama and northwest Georgia. Meteorologists say a small but energetic disturbance moving across the region is helping storms organize along a corridor of warm, humid air spreading inland from the Gulf of Mexico. Earlier storms developing across Arkansas are expected to continue moving east through the afternoon and evening hours into Tennessee, Mississippi, Alabama, and eventually northwest Georgia. As these storms organize, they could begin forming into clusters capable of producing large hail and strong wind gusts. Atmospheric conditions across this region include surface dew points in the lower to middle 60s combined with moderate instability developing through the afternoon. These ingredients could allow some storms to become stronger as they move east through the Tennessee Valley. The primary concern with the strongest storms today will be hailstones potentially reaching 1 to 2 inches in diameter, along with areas of damaging wind as storm clusters strengthen and expand. Meteorologists also say that a few rotating storms could develop within the warm and humid air mass just south of the main storm complex. If those rotating storms form, they may briefly produce a couple of tornadoes across portions of northern Mississippi, northern Alabama, and northwest Georgia later this afternoon or evening. Farther southwest, isolated storms may also develop along a warm front near the Gulf Coast into southeast Texas. While coverage there is expected to remain limited, any storms that do form could still produce large hail under favorable atmospheric conditions. Meanwhile, across southern Arizona today, a separate weather system moving across northern Baja California may trigger high-base thunderstorms capable of producing gusty winds approaching 60 miles per hour and small hail. Looking ahead to tomorrow, Tuesday, March 10th, the severe weather risk is expected to increase significantly across parts of the United States as a much larger storm system begins organizing over the central part of the country. The Storm Prediction Center has issued an enhanced risk for severe thunderstorms across 2 primary regions. The first area includes parts of central Illinois into northwest Indiana near the southern Great Lakes. The second area extends across central Texas, including the Edwards Plateau and surrounding regions. Meteorologists say this setup could produce a wide range of severe weather hazards, including large hail, damaging winds, and tornadoes as the atmosphere becomes increasingly unstable across a large portion of the country. Across the Midwest, a stalled frontal boundary stretching across Missouri, Illinois, and Indiana will act as a focus for storm development Tuesday afternoon and evening. Warm, moist air moving northward from the Gulf of Mexico will combine with strong wind shear and steep lapse rates to create an environment favorable for rotating supercell thunderstorms. Some of these storms could produce very large hail and potentially tornadoes, particularly along the warm front across central Illinois, where wind shear and low-level rotation may be strongest during the late afternoon and early evening hours. Farther south across Texas, another area of concern is expected to develop as deep moisture surges north across central Texas ahead of a strengthening upper-level storm system moving out of northern Mexico. Thunderstorms may begin developing by late morning across North Texas before becoming more widespread by late afternoon and evening across central Texas. Initially isolated supercells could form capable of producing very large hail, possibly exceeding 2 inches in diameter. As storms grow and merge into larger clusters during the evening hours, damaging wind gusts could also become a concern, especially if a larger line of storms develops across the region overnight. Meteorologists say tomorrow's severe weather setup may become one of the more active storm days so far this season across parts of the Midwest and Southern Plains. Residents across these regions are encouraged to stay aware of weather updates, especially during the late afternoon and evening hours when storms are expected to become strongest. StormScapes will continue monitoring this developing weather pattern closely as conditions evolve.